and we will be discussing a reform of European data protection. Please sign up to wepromise.eu.
Scott, where are we in 10 years?
Okay, so as all research on this subject will show you, predictions are extremely difficult and tend not to be very accurate. So a giant caveat that we really don't know what will happen in 10 years. I think that at least we will be at a stage where the questions that are being raised right now, they come with enormous challenges, of course, and they are very complicated and very tricky. So I think it's very difficult to say, but at least hopefully that discussion has reached a point where I hope at least that we sort of have established some basic concepts about what we're talking about. That was a very vague answer, but I really don't know what would be the short one.
Great, thank you. And Leonardo, in 20 years, what are we discussing?
So I've been doing data protection now for 15 years, 15. So when I started 15 years ago, data protection was minor issue. Most people didn't even know that data protection existed. Now, 15 years later, I think data protection is a big issue. And once the regulation that is being discussed at the moment is adopted, I think we can hope to have European data protection authority in place in Brussels that will be strong, and we will talk to the Americans and so on. So I am a bit more optimistic. I think we will make progress on this subject, but at the same time, I think it's going to be a mental shift here, because with people growing up with technologies and kind of used to data being shared, things like that, I think we have also to expect that the rules will change a little bit, to encourage a little bit more flexibility that we have at the moment in the legislation. Because I think people nowadays are a bit, the balance is, as we discussed today, people are, I think, prepared to give up a little bit of privacy in order to benefit from technology much more than some years ago. So if we project that 15 or 20 years, perhaps we will have a different landscape. But overall, I think data protection will become a very big issue in the future.
Thank you. I think that this 2 hours just flew by. It was very interesting, lots of really good questions. I want to remind you that if you didn't get a chance to answer your question, the panel will stay behind for eye contact. Just linger in the room and we will be here for you. I also want to encourage you to keep on the conversation going online, #iStream and i2014.